Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Good morning, West Ranch, and welcome to WRTV. Coming up in today's show, we'll sit down with some familiar faces of our own and discuss the upcoming Veterans Day.
As well as an interview with our amazing girls golf and hockey players to discuss how they've been doing so far and what goals they will still have to accomplish. Our reporter Kalina will also bring us a closer look at recent cross-country meets. This is sure to be a great show, so stay tuned. I'm Riley Flynn.
And I'm Connor Williams. Today is Monday, November 7th, and you're watching West Ranch TV. Welcome back. Riley, there is only one day left until the election that we have been anticipating for over a year now, and things are getting tense as polls are showing a closer race than anticipated.
That's right, Connor. This election has so much at stake, from the Supreme Court to the presidency itself. But we have our very own Savannah Burrows with AP history teacher Mrs. Aerosmith to discuss more about the election.
That's right, Riley. Election Day is only one day away, and this is shaping up to be the most important presidential election in American history. I'm here with Mrs. Aerosmith, an AP U.S. history teacher here on campus. Arguably, our nation has never been more divided. How do you think our nation will come together after a new president is elected?
The coming together of the nation is actually up to you and me and people like us. We need to remember that we have more in common than we realize. We need to remember that we are friends and families and neighbors and teammates. As long as we elect political officials who put party above constituency, party above national good, the coming together is not going to come from the top. It's up to us to remember that we are we the people.
No matter who wins tomorrow night, do you think there will be a peaceful transition of power?
Yes, because although the presidential race has taken up the spotlight, we need to remember there are all kinds of state-level races, local races, seats in the House and the Senate. So in January, there will be actually many transitions of power, not just one. And we are a nation of laws. Although the people are sovereign, the highest authority in the land is the Constitution, not one single person. So I think we need to count on the fact that there are many transitions of power coming up, not just the one. And remember, down ballot matters in every state across the country.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Aerosmith, for taking the time to share your views. After tomorrow, we will finally get to see what the future holds for us. Let's take it back to Riley.
Thanks, Savannah. This election really is an intense one. If you are 18 or simply have an interest in our government, then check out the PawPrint website at www.wrpawprint.com for a breakdown of several of the propositions on the ballot.
With the election just one day away, we can easily be swept up in all of the fanfare, but it's important not to forget what truly matters, the veterans. Levi Adams is with our librarian, Mrs. Erickson, to see how the library will be honoring the upcoming Veterans Day.
Thanks, Connor. I'm here in the library with Mrs. Erickson to tell us more about Veterans Day recognition. So, Mrs. Erickson, tell us more about it.
Well, Veterans Day, of course, is going to occur next Friday, November 11th, and it's in recognition of all of our veterans here in the United States that served in the armed forces, all of the branches of the military. On display in the West Ranch Library are folks that have been in the military as staff members, so that would include Mr. Varner, one of our history teachers, Mr. Juan Lopez, who is our campus supervisor, and then family members who have also served. Mr. Crawford has family member pictures. I have my husband's picture here, and even Mrs. Sholnick's mother is on display, Mrs. Foote's husband too. All of these folks have served the country, and we have students, staff, and family members who we have gotten pictures of them when they were in the military to share with our students here. Veterans Day is recognition of the service that our veterans have given to our nation to fight for our freedom and to protect our liberties. So what we want to do is make sure we thank them when you see a veteran on Veterans Day, or anytime you see a veteran, for their service, because they have given the ultimate. They have put their lives on the line, and we want to make sure we recognize it and respect that.
That is true. Thank you so much, Mrs. Erickson. Now let's take it back to Connor.
Be sure to visit the library display this week to give recognition to our veterans. Some of our very own West Ranch staff can proudly say that they helped to serve our country. Callie is here in the studio to find out why Veterans Day is meaningful to them.
Thanks, Connor. I'm here with two veterans from our very own West Orange campus, Coach Varner and Lead Campus Supervisor Juan. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Coach Varner, you served in the military for 3 years. What inspired you to serve our country?
I came from a long family of veterans. I had uncles that were in World War II. My dad was in Vietnam. My mom was even a veteran. So I was raised in a very patriotic household. So it wasn't a question of if, but when I was going to serve.
And Juan, you served during 9/11. How did that tragedy affect your life of service?
It put things in perspective for me. It made me realize that it does exist out there, and I get to do my job.
And then, having served our country, why is Veterans Day so important?
I think it's important that everyone realizes that we're here, these freedoms that we have, people have fought for them. The men and women have died for them. And it's important that everyone realizes that, and just takes one day at least to recognize that type of sacrifice.
And lastly, what advice would you give to any students hoping to join the military after high school?
It's good experience for life, no matter what branch you choose. The friends you make, just the possibilities of what you get to see and travel. And, it's good for you.
Well, thank you both for stopping by, and more importantly, thank you for serving our country. That's all for us, and be sure to show your appreciation to Juan, Coach Varner, and all those who have served our nation on Veterans Day this Friday. That's all for us. Now let's take it back to Connor.
Thank you, Callie, and thank you, Coach Varner and Juan, for your service. Tomorrow morning, Portland State University will be visiting to answer any questions you have about their great school. See the Naviance website for a full list of visits this week. Also, be sure to attend the Red Cross meeting today at brunch in room 518.
Our theater arts program will be presenting Into the Woods November 17th, 18th, and 19th at 7 p.m. in the West Range Theater. Tickets are $8 for adults and $5 for students and children. Like theater, our student athletes have been putting in countless hours to prepare for their big games. Our reporter Alexis is here in the studio to tell us more about what has been happening in sports news.
Thank you, Riley. Our fall sports have had a very successful season. We would like to start with a huge congratulations to our boys cross country team for winning Foothill League 2 years in a row. Girls volleyball tied with Valencia for first place. Our girls tennis also won league, and to finish off, our girls golf team also won Foothill. Our reporter Christian was able to catch up with the girls golf team to see how they felt after winning league. Christian?
Thanks, Alexis. I'm here with our girls golf team members, Ashley, Mac, Adelina, and Noel. Thank you, girls, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So, Ashley, our team took this top spot in Foothill this past season. What would you say was the hardest thing to stay composed about heading into the postseason?
Well, definitely, we've been making it. We made it so far. We made it the farthest we have in all of history. So we've been keeping each other calm and make sure we're having fun out there.
And Noel, even though our team's playoff run was just ended this past week, what would you say is the biggest takeaway from this season heading into next?
I say the biggest takeaway is to really keep that strong bond that we developed this year and heading into our next season.
And finally, Mac, congrats so far on making it into the deep playoffs.
Thank you.
So, with the second to last round of competition coming up, what would you say is the hardest thing to do to make sure you advance to the championship round?
It's real hard to stay focused and not overthink and just keep playing and not thinking that, I have to make this to move on. Just going to stay focused and hopefully I move on to state.
Okay, thank you guys for joining us again.
Thank you.
That's all from us here at the Fields, Alexis. Let's take it back to you.
Thanks, Christian, and good luck, Mac. I'm now here with Luke Boss and team captain Justin Badillo from our boys hockey team. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having us.
So this past Friday, the Cats took a big win against Valencia. Justin, what do you think made this game so intense?
I think the fact that they're the other high school that has an actual hockey team, and so we just wanted to come out there and show them that we're still dominant.
All right, and Luke, was there any point during this game that you were doubting yourself?
No, I feel like my team and I both have a lot of confidence when we step on the ice, and that helped us get the W.
All right, and Justin, what would you say were any strategies that you guys used during this game that you're going to use to carry over another Wildcat win on the next game?
I think the fact that we did come out there with confidence and that we used our systems and we came out there fast and strong to come out there and let them play our game.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and good luck on that game. And Cats, don't forget to go to the hockey game this Friday against the SCV Cobras at the Valencia Ice Station at 5:15. That's all for me. Now let's take it back to Riley.
Thanks, Alexis. I'm excited to see how this Friday's game will turn out. In other sports news, swim tryouts will be held today from 3:30 to 5:30 at the Aquatic Center. Make sure to bring a suit, goggles, and a towel.
Another fantastic sports team here at West Ranch is our cross-country team. They've been doing great this entire season, so Kalina Bobus recently took to the field for more info.
Today, I witnessed history here at the Central Park where the West Ranch boys and girls cross-country team has sealed the deal on a postseason victory.
As a team this year, we've had a lot of little nagging injuries, and we've had a little bit of mindset issues throughout the team, and now everything's finally starting to come together. Coach Sarah's been doing a really good job.
Supported by their teammates, family, and coaches, our cross-country runners competed against the Foothill League this past Thursday and put on quite the show.
I'm really proud of all of my teammates for working really hard and getting to the victory we have today. We hope to have a lot of success going into postseason.
At the end of the day, the girls finished with a second-place spot, where the boys sealed the third meet sweep with their first-place win. At the ending award ceremony, West Ranch claimed the overall Foothill League victory.
This is a great win for West Ranch today. It's going to help us carry a lot of momentum into the postseason, and we're looking to do big things in the postseason.
It seems like all the effort and hard work put in by our cross-country team has paid off with this victory. For West Ranch TV, this has been Kalina Bobus reporting.
Thank you, Kalina, and congratulations, guys, on a tremendous season.
Since our cross-country team has been killing the competition lately, we brought two members down to the studio to talk to Alexis about their season.
Thanks, Riley. I'm now here with two speedy members of our cross-country team. So, Jack, last year was the first time that you guys won league. How did it feel to win league again?
I mean, it felt great to take the win again, but I mean, we're looking for bigger and better things in the postseason. Being league champions is great and all, but it doesn't mean anything for the future.
All right, and Preston, did you guys meet all of the goals you set for yourselves this season?
Yes, we went undefeated in league, and we're looking forward to having the ability to win CIF finals in state.
All right, and Jack, being a senior, what advice would you give to Preston or any of your fellow junior teammates to carry on this victory and make more wins next year?
Well, I just hope they can realize that this sport, it doesn't get any easier with time. It's only going to get harder, and so you just got to keep on training. You got to take it day by day. You got to take it week by week, and you have to trust in your coach and listen to what she has to say.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and congratulations on winning league again, and good luck at CIF. That's all for me. Now let's take it back to the hosts.
Thanks, Alexis, and congratulations to all of our fall sports. Stay tuned to tomorrow's show to see how Legos took over our West Ranch campus.
And we'll also bring in our speech and debate club to talk more about the upcoming election. I'm Connor Williams.
And I'm Riley Flynn. Have a great day.